A channeled sleep story for those whose systems are ready to run better. The Arcturian presence has been woven into every word of this story. While you sleep, they work. Trust the process. Welcome. I'm Heather, and tonight's visitors are ones that I know well. The Arcturians have worked with me in some of the most significant moments of my own journey. Moments where something needed to shift at a level deeper than I could consciously access. Where the old patterns were so wired in that they required something more precise than intention and more technical than prayer. The Arcturians are, among other things, master engineers of consciousness. They understand the human system, physical, energetic, emotional, mental, with a precision that would take your breath away if you could fully perceive it. They see where the energy flows and where it gets stuck. They see the old programs running in the background, the outdated beliefs that are slowing the whole system down, and they know how to help. Sleep is when they do their best work, because when you're asleep, the conscious mind gets out of the way. The analytical mind that second guesses everything, that argues with new information, that says, but this isn't possible. It's offline. And in that space, real change can happen. Tonight, they have something for you. An upgrade, a recalibration, whatever your system most needs. They already know what it is, and they're already here. Your only job is to relax enough to receive it. Let's begin with a systematic scan of your body. This is not just relaxation. This is you and the Arcturians taking inventory together. Start at the crown of your head. Notice what's there. Any tension, any pressure, any sensations. Don't try to change it. Just notice it and take a deep breath. Move to your forehead, behind your eyes, the temples, the jaw, specifically the jaw. For many of you, this is where you hold all the unsaid things, the gridded through moments. Notice it and breathe toward it. The throat, the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders. These areas form a triangle that, in energetic terms, governs how you communicate, how you receive, and how you carry what has been said to you and what hasn't. Notice what's there. Now move your awareness to the chest and the heart space. What's being held there tonight? Not to analyze it, just to acknowledge it. I see you. I know you're there. Now down to the solar plexus, the region just above your navel, where your personal power lives, where anxiety often gets lodged. where boundaries are felt as physical sensation. How does this space feel right now? Now move to the abdomen, the lower back, and the hips, down to the legs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. You have just given the Arcturians a complete report, not because they needed it, they already know, but because the act of witnessing your own body, moving through it with attention, is itself a preparation. You are telling your body, I'm here, I'm paying attention, and you matter to me. Your body receives this. And now you can let your entire body soften. Every place that you noticed, every tightness or tension or sensation, you can let it all go. Breathe it all out and let the surface beneath you receive your weight. Now, you may feel the Arcturians before you understand what you're feeling. A very subtle humming, not quite a sound, but the suggestion of frequency. A sense that the air around you has become more organized, more intentional. Like the difference between ordinary air and the air in a room where someone very skilled and very focused is working. They don't arrive with warmth exactly, though they're not cold. They arrive with clarity. Their presence is like the moment when a blurry image sharpens into focus, or when you finally understand something that has been confusing you for months. Clear, precise, purposeful. They move around you in a way of those who know what they're looking for. You are not an unknown quantity to them. They have a full and complete understanding of your energetic system, your history, the patterns that run through your field, the specific places where flow gets interrupted. And tonight, they're here to help. You don't need to understand the technical details of what they do. You don't need to see it happening. You only need to stay relaxed, stay open, and trust that the intelligence moving through your system right now knows exactly what it's doing. Can you feel the first point of contact? Somewhere on your body. It might be the crown of your head. It might be the center of your chest. It might be somewhere unexpected. A subtle sensation, like a pressure that isn't quite pressure. An attention that you can feel without being touched. That's them. That's the Arcturians beginning their work. Every human energy system runs on patterns. Some of those patterns were installed by your own experiences, the things that happened to you, the things you concluded about the world and about yourself based on what happened. some patterns were passed down through your lineage, the unprocessed expressions of your ancestors carried within your cells, running in the background like old code, and some patterns simply served their purpose and are now outdated. They worked once, they kept you safe once, but you've outgrown them, and they're running in the background consuming resources that your system needs for the new things you're trying to build. The Arcturians see all of that. They're working right now on the thing your system needs most. It might be a release of something that's been held for too long. It might be a reconnection of something that got disconnected. It might be a rebalancing of systems that have been compensating for each other so long they've forgotten their original function. You'll know something happened in the days after this. Not necessarily in dramatic ways. More often, it shows up as a thought you'd been having stops coming as often. A pattern you'd been trying to change becomes easier to change. Something you'd been bracing against doesn't land the same way anymore. The thing that used to take all your energy takes a little less. Small, real, and cumulative change. The Arcturians don't deal in the dramatic. They deal in precision, and precision often looks like nothing until it looks like everything. So let them work. Stay soft. Stay open. Every exhale that you make releases a little bit more. You are in excellent hands. There is a natural frequency to your energy system, not the frequency that you've been running on, the frequency that you're meant to run on, the one that is most truly you. Before the adaptations and the protections and the compensations, the Arcturians carry this frequency. They hold it like a tuning fork and let your system remember. All of your cells respond to it. At a level below conscious awareness, something in your body says, "Oh, yes, that. I remember that." The tightness in your chest loosens a fraction more. The held breath you didn't know you were holding releases. Some ancient bracing in your nervous system, the one that has been waiting for something bad to happen so it could respond, it gets the signal. Not tonight. Tonight is safe. Tonight you can stand down. The Arcturians are precise, yes, but they are also, in their own way, deeply caring. They care not in the emotional sense of the Pleiadians. They care in the way of those who take their work seriously because they understand what is at stake. Every human who can move through their life with less friction, with more access to their actual capacity, with a nervous system that isn't constantly in emergency mode, this matters. Not abstractly, specifically. This person, in this bed, on this night, you matter specifically to them. Let the recalibration complete. You don't need to be awake for it. In fact, you shouldn't be. The deepest work happens during the deepest sleep. Let yourself go deeper. The Arcturians will still be here. They always finish what they start. Your body is getting very heavy. Your mind has grown quiet. The thoughts have slowed to something more like the suggestion of thought. Shapes without edges. Nothing requiring your attention. The humming frequency around you is steady and slow. The Arcturians will work in silence, but you can feel the order of it, the intention of it, the precision. And underneath all of that, your body knows, I am safe, I am cared for. Something competent and caring is watching over me tonight. I can rest completely. So rest completely, deeply, the way you rest when you know nothing is required of you and no one needs anything from you, and there is nowhere else that you should be. You are being upgraded while you sleep. Your system is being recalibrated. Old patterns are being gently released. Your natural frequency is being restored. And all you have to do is let it happen. Sleep now. Tomorrow, you wake up running better. Tonight, the Arcturians have you.